Do subscribe our Techno Guru class channel and please don't forget to press that bell icon to receive further updates.
Hey, hello friends, this is Hitesh here. Welcome to our Techno Guru class and to the series of C++ with object-oriented programming. Here in this tutorial, I'll tell you about file handling. Okay, you'd be knowing about file handling, but still, I'll tell you why file handling has been introduced in C++. Here, file handling is playing a major role for your data storage. Okay, so let's say if I'm doing addition of two number or let's say a program where I'm storing the student details. Okay, 5 student details. For that, what you'll do, you'll create array, isn't it? So once you're creating one array, you're taking 5 students input in your array. Okay, and when you come out of your program, what happens? Will you get the data again? Is this data stored somewhere? No, it is just for a temporary purpose. Temporary in the sense, till the program is running, till that time only that value will be available over there. So once the program is terminated, your entire value get erased. Okay, or you can say you lose your data. But here in file handling, what happens is we are dealing with a separate file where you can store your entire data. Okay, I mean like whatever you want to store. Okay, so let's say if you're executing a program to enter 5 student details, you'll enter his name, his roll number, his division and his marks. Those all details are going to be stored in a separate file. Okay, so what happens is when you terminate your program, let's say you close your C++, still that file is preserved somewhere in your hard disk. Okay, so that you'll get that file available. Okay, to start, let's start with the programming part of that. Very important thing, there is one class that you're going to, no, not class, it's a package in this. Okay, so one package you're going to use over here, this all basic packages I'll just import. Okay, what package additionally I'm going to use, that package name is uh, fstream.h. This is the package name. Okay, basically this package is going to have two what do you say, two classes. Okay, so what are the two classes which will help me to store the data? Okay, so let's see, I'll just tell you the name of those classes over here. A class store and retrieve, guys. I have said incomplete statement. So there are two classes, one is ifstream and other is offstream. Okay, these are the two classes that we are going to use. This ifstream we are going to use for data extraction. Okay, and this offstream we are going to use for input in file. Okay, these are the two classes we are going to use, that is ifstream and offstream. Ifstream we will use for, you can say, data extraction, and offstream you will use for something input in file. We want to give input in file. Now what is OF? Offstream means output file stream and if means input file stream. Now if you will see, there is a difference. You will say if stream, that means input file stream. When you call this input file stream and you're doing work exactly opposite to that, that is extraction. We're not doing input over here. Okay, so these things has to be kept in mind here also. Offstream, it means our output file stream, but what we are doing over here is we are storing that file input in file. Okay, so why this kind of thing? Let me show you one graphical representation for this. So let's go to that visualization part of this. So here you can see, this is my keyboard. Whenever I give some input, you are trying to basically store whatever you type. It should be stored in file. Okay, so this file is basically saved, okay, in my hard disk. So this file is the file which is saved, and from here I'm going to show some data in this file. So you would be knowing that if your basics are clear about computer, then you will, and you, if you know that whatever data we first time type or something which is not saved in hard disk, it's temporarily available in RAM. That's what it happens, right? So whenever we type something, it is not directly moved to this file, it is basically moved via RAM. Okay, so whenever we give some input, it goes to RAM. And now you are supposed to think of this point when the data releases from RAM or taken by RAM. So now in this case, when you give input, okay, so RAM is doing what? RAM is doing output, right? At the point of RAM, if you will think, it's showing as an output from that RAM. That's the reason we are using offstream for inputting in file. Okay, and take the another scenario when you're extracting something, right? Instead of keyboard, you think of a display screen. You want something to extract from file, right? Firstly, when the data will be extracted from file, it will be stored in RAM first, right? So what is uh, it is, I mean, what it is for RAM? For RAM, it is input, right? If you think of this point. So that's the reason we use input file stream when we try to extract something from file. So this concept should be very much clear to you. You are supposed to think uh, with this point of view. Then you will understand why we're using if stream and off stream. So let's move to the programming part of this now. Okay, so here I'll tell you how to write in program. So basically, I have to create a class for handling my file. For that, we should know which class object I have to create over here. So basically, I'm going to do input over here in this program. Okay, I'll just create a file and I'll try to store some data in that file, as I have mentioned already for you to understand. So, uh, how to do that? So for that input we need offstream. Okay, so I am supposed to create the object of offstream ob, and I'll explain you the syntax, and in this bracket you are supposed to mention the name of that file in which you want to store the data. Okay, so techno.text. Text is the format that I'm going to use, or you can say txt. Okay, so I'll just write txt, techno.txt. Txt means the normal notepad format. Okay, so techno.txt, this file is not existing, guys. Now what happens over here in compiler, what it does is, whenever it will check this name, firstly compiler will see if this file is existing, then it will open that same file to write something in that. But if the file is not existing, then what it will do is it will create that file and it will basically do operations in that. Okay, so here I'm assuming this file is not by defaultly available. Now what will happen is it will create the new file and then it will do operation whatever I'm doing inside that. Okay, so firstly I'll just write something over here. This is my first file handling program. Okay, so this is something I have written, but here you can see this has been passed to cout. Okay, cout means, you know, it's console output. Whatever I'm writing over here, it will be displayed on console output. Okay, cool. So once I'll just execute this program, I'll see run. You can see whatever it was passed to that cout, those messages only displayed over here, right? Now, what is how to store some data in Opstream? So I'll tell you, but let me just tell you the path where this file technotext has been created. So here I'll just create for your reference. Yeah, here in C drive you will see turbo C file is there. Then in bin the entire file will be created, whatever you are creating. So here was that file techno. Okay, this is the text format file. Okay, when you open this file, you'll see this file is empty. There is nothing inside this. So how to store data in this? So that I'm going to show you over here. So you saw whatever, I mean, like something that I have passed to cout has been displayed on console output. So what if I pass something to ob? Okay, so what will happen, that we'll see afterwards, but I'll just pass something. This is my file handling data. Okay, so this is something I have passed to ob. Now why I have passed this statement to OB instead of cout? Cout helps me to display this on console output screen, and when you pass this data to OB, that means you are pointing, your OB is working as a pointer object, pointing where? Pointing to this file, to this address. Okay, so whatever data you are passing like this, it will be stored in the pointed address, that is in techno text file. This now if I just run this, oh my mistake, something. Yeah, I'll just go and run, and I'll run this. So you can see whatever it was passed to cout, it's there. Okay, and what I passed to OB, I didn't got any error for that, but where the data is. So let's see, we will go into that file again. So I'll just open that file for you. So this is my file, so you can see this is my file handling data. Okay, so now what happens is, I'll just close this, I'll show you. Now what I'll try to do is, uh, okay fine, I'll just do some change over here. uh, Now I did some changes. Now what happens is, over here I did some changes, I have just written something, right? Now in this scenario what happened is, this file technotext is existing, right? So now what it will do is, it will just open the same file, but it will write this thing in that. Now what do you think, will you get that previous data in that? So let's see, I'll just open this file again. Here I'll show you. Here you can see the previous data got overwritten. Okay, so that previous data got lost and you got this new data over here. Okay, so how to tackle with this situations? Here your data is getting um, overwritten. Okay, so how to tackle with that? That the same thing I'll tell you in my next tutorial. Do watch that. And guys, don't forget to like our video if you liked it, and if you have not subscribed yet, so please hit subscribe button and subscribe our channel so that you will receive the further updates. Before exiting this, don't forget to like our video if you liked it. Thank you so much.